And the name of the game is to smoke everything.
Okay.
Yeah. And that kind of brings a challenge to those, I'm a big smoker, you know.
Hey man, it's a cool and smooth motherfucking cannabis influenced Chevy right here, dog. And all I want you to do, dog, is push that motherfucking subscribe button down there right there. Dog. Yeah, with that motherfucker.
Welcome back to Fo20tv. It's your boy Chevy, the cannabis influencer himself. And today, I got Texas Rose. How many names you want to go by?
You can call me
RozeBeatz. How many?
a little bit.
Little bit?
A little bit.
We got a little bit in the motherfucking building. Well, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let people know what you do.
What's up? What's happening? This your girl Lil Bit. I am TexazRozeBeatz. Yes, I make beats. I rap, talk shit on my beats. I collab with my fellow local artists in the Dallas area. Shout out to everybody in the Dallas area doing their thing, whether they in the music or whether they own a business. You trapping out the house, selling that Zaza.
Amen. Real shit. And you say you make beats. Speak on that. You were telling me that you started A&R at the shop.
That's right.
Well, I met with Botonia before.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? How that came about, A&R at the shop?
Well, I was hanging out with Lewis, Phenomenal Lewis, which I'm pretty much sure he worked with Muddy Boy Tony. He got a few, placements with Muddy Boy Tony, and I just started, hitting him up, seeing him, do his thing in the studio and stuff. Like he like the pretty much only person I knew at the time in Dallas when I came back from Prairie View.
Okay.
So, I was starting to hang out with him, and I started pulling up to the shop. And next thing I started going to Cedar Valley College for commercial music and business entrepreneurship. And on my last year, I had the chance to get an internship. And so hanging out with Lewis all the time, after class.
Yeah, that automatically connected.
And he got me to speak to Gordo, Plug Gordo.
Okay.
And he was there running the shop with Studio 448.
For people that don't know, the shop is a studio in Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, it's in Lancaster. Rest in peace. It's no longer open.
Oh, it's no longer open?
No longer open.
Damn, the shop is closed.
The shop is closed. I'm devastated. But the people that I've met there, still working out there. And we still gonna put, each other on.
Yeah.
And no matter, even the shop is no longer there, we gonna continue to hustle at the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Record, still make beats at the house.
Yeah. What? So you make beats at your crib?
Oh, yes.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. I be linking up with Kid from Studio 448, and I be linking up with Phenomenal Lewis, collabing with them every chance I get.
When you started making beats?
I started composing beats 2014. Composing beats. I had to make an original piece, or I had to do some sort of performance for my chapter at Prairie View, Sigma Alpha Iota Lambda Zeta Roses. We are called Roses, and it's basically music fraternity for women, and I pledged that at Prairie View. And in order to, finish our process, we have to show ourselves musically. Put a music.
So you don't mind the challenge? I keep hearing fraternity and going through it myself. It is a challenge, and you don't mind the challenge at all.
Yeah.
You look forward to it, huh?
Not really.
Now, why you do it then? Why you challenge yourself like that?
I guess it's a good question. It's something that probably I was brought up in learning and doing. This music stuff. I wasn't really influenced in my family.
Okay. So you're the only one alone doing music?
My cousin,
Okay.
you know, did, you know, band in middle school, high
Same
school
generation?
came around. Yeah.
Same age? Okay.
He a year younger than me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was on the trombone, but you know, he did other things when, you know, high school came around. My cousin Mela, she's actually in college and she's a quartet. She's a dancer, and she's, you know, one of those silhouette dancers. Actual, you know, got a scholarship in there.
Yeah.
And so I got, you know, a little bit of type of influence and so of some type, but I am, you know, in that. I have my cousin have a line of apparel.
Did anybody pursue it as hard as you?
Mm-hmm. In my family, no.
No. Yeah. So
And
you going for it?
I'm going for it, and they know it. And it took me a while to really come to be real about it, that that's what I really want to do with my family. Like, my family was really more so looking forward to me to be a doctor.
Man, talk about it, because my family, I know they was like, what? When they seen Fo20tv. I know some of them still like, what? Someone want to know or whatever. I just, you know what I'm saying, I started smoking weed in college and shit.
Me too.
I did good in college, you know what I'm saying? It never really messed me up. To me, it excelled because I was a quiet person. Like, first, I was quiet as hell. Start smoking weed, get the blabbing at the mouth. I love it. So, you know what I'm saying? And I was a mass comm major, so it was just perfect to have Fo20tv. You feel me? So,
For sure.
yeah. So, yeah, I know, like, coming to a family and then coming to your family with an idea or something, it can be tough. So, shout out to you for real.
Yeah, man, and telling my grandma, she keep picking me up and stuff. She give me a little ride here and there. She can come to pick me up, take me to go handle my business, like wash my clothes. Like, hey, grandma, I gotta go do something, take care of business, you know. Come pick me up, I'll drive. You know, and I be telling her what I be doing with my music, and she really is, you know, a big supporter in that. And, you know, she tells me things like, think of God first.
Okay.
Of course. And,
Yes, ma'am.
you know, shout out to God. Thank you for making everything possible.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. Well, talk about when you start smoking weed.
When I started smoking weed, well, that's an interesting story. I started smoking weed when I got to PV.
Okay.
And, you know, I was pretty much put on game on it. I, you know, wasn't, you know, hey, hit it up, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, so I was like, you know, put on some game, you know, first. And when I finally, you know, got
what
the
was
chance
the game?
to,
What was like somebody telling you the
like,
effects of it and shit?
Yeah, facts, like the facts, like what it weigh, what it feel like, what it look like, what it smell like, what it costs.
Okay.
And stuff like that. How to roll it. Somebody rolled it in front of me.
Yeah.
And then it was about to go down. And it went down. Oh man, it was me and my homeboy Monk. Yeah, we played cymbals together in the band, marching band. I was in Prairie Marching Storm. Okay. Shout out to The Box. Shout out to MSD.
Right.
And we go smoking with his cousin. His cousin just came from Dallas on some shit and brought some Dallas corn and mixed the stuff that they had at PV. And so he was like 2 blunts. When we go out from the you know, the upperclassmen phases 1 and 2, and we're in the 2 side. So we went in front of the park. In the park, my crazy ass came from the top of shit when I'm high. But in front of the phases was a park, and we walked around the park by the baseball stadium and all that. And that's when we were smoking weed. And when I tell you we was walking through that park, I thought we was going through Alice in the Wonderland movie. Like,
oh, your first time?
yeah, I was balls tripping because on the way back, my ass decided to sit in the middle of the motherfucking sidewalk, crisscross applesauce, and was like, "Yo, I'm tripping."
You was stone. You was off your rocker like a motherfucker.
And these motherfuckers was gagging on my ass, bro. Like, ah.
She tripping.
Yeah. Oh man, that was so funny, man. It ended up where like they low key embarrassed me at their other homeboy house.
Yeah.
And it was some damn people, and I found my class, you know, my freshman class, my craft, you know, fam. And they took me back home. You know what I'm saying? That was, you know, my experience. That was it.
After that, you was like, oh yeah, I'm smoking. What drove you to being like a weed advocate?
It helped me. It helps me a lot. Biology in my body. I have gastritis. I developed ulcers in 2015, and I know I look small. But yeah, it got serious. I used to drink a lot in college. I was drinking in college. Actually, I was drinking in high school.
I was drinking in high school, college, middle school.
I love you drinking in high school. Sorry, Mom, I love you. But yeah, that's what happened. I think what really happened was I was drinking Red Bull every day when I was working at Domino's in Cypress. And I was hitting the gas station.
Damn.
And gassing up, getting my Red Bull. That was my fix every morning to get my money at Domino's.
Yeah.
And after I stopped going to Domino's, it was just like a little money job, you know, in the summer. I had another job at Easy Spirit, which is like a woman shoe shit.
Yeah.
I'll be working.
Like, I see, yeah.
You check my resume. Yeah. LinkedIn, TexazRozeBeatz. Check that on LinkedIn.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Toki, with the blunts. My personal blunt roller. She gonna pop up. You gonna see her around.
Yeah. So what drove me to be is like I was saying earlier, it was like I was a quiet kid at first, and then I just had to get comfortable talking to people. Being a mass comm major, I had to step in front of the class and shit. So shit, at first I was nervous, and I was nervous for like when I first started. So then I started smoking weed like my junior year. So that's like when I'm really getting into my major type shit.
Okay.
So then now I'm doing more presentations and shit. So hell yeah. I started shit smoking weed and shit, going to class, hiding motherfucker and shit. I always did the work. I did the work like right then and there in the class type shit. That's the type of person I was. I was type to like get it in early. So shit.
That's smart.
Real shit.
Real
so,
smart.
Yeah, smoke weed before class and like get it all done before I go away. Yeah, shit, smoke a blunt after class. Like,
yeah, true. That's the shit I used to do at PV. Like with Marimba Ensemble.
Okay.
And our director is Prof Jones. And my homegirls, you know, we go to the back, you know, Hobart. And you already know that's where the plug used to be at on Dooley.
Okay.
And you know, we go there and then we, you know, lit the laundry room up.
Damn. Yeah, what's you ever got caught? What's one of the craziest stories that you had smoking weed? Like,
Crazy, and I'm at APV where we almost got evicted.
Y'all smoked that bitch out?
Yeah, but not intentionally.
That what you mean? What happened?
It was me and my roommates, and we was at these new apartments that they just built, and it was just for graduates. Mm-hmm. And we like third year students, and we fading them hoes, and you know, I mean shit, my homegirl invited the homeboys, and they had the gas, man.
Smoke out.
Yeah, they brought that. Yeah, they start rolling. And I'm here doing homework like a motherfucker, you know, on the island and
thinking of the
shit.
consequences. Hell yeah.
Boy.
Set the fire alarm out like a motherfucker.
Here come my other homegirl like, hey man, it's a lot of weed going on around here now, because they done lit the third blunt. So now it's smoking in that bitch. So nah, they had to go. As soon as they left, boo, 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 boo. Like, what the fuck? And that whole like,
What's some
bring that bitch down.
What's some of the artists you listening to while you smoking?
Larry June,
Okay.
Currency,
Okay.
G Perico.
Alright.
I'm gonna name a few of my oldie favorites: Sade, Nate Dogg, and Michael Jackson.
Okay.
All time favorites, Outkast. That was a good list of my people.
Yeah. Who some of your favorite beat makers?
My favorite beat makers:
Hell yeah.
Polyester the Saint. He's definitely a favorite artist of mine that I didn't include, but he's definitely a producer. That's what he's a very underground producer that produced almost all the artists that I named.
Okay.
In the first list. I be listening to Phenomenal Lewis. You know, I be collabing with him as well.
Phenomenal Lewis?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I follow him on BeatStars. Cash Fargo, about, Beat Pack from him. Cash Fargo worked with, Fendi P, Currency, and them.
Speak out, yeah.
He got a few other tracks with Larry June.
Okay. You say you bought you a beat pack for him?
Mm-hmm. Ski Beats, Monster Beats, been listening to a lot of Cooking Soul for sure.
So tell people where to follow you at.
You can follow me on Instagram, Texas Rose Money with the Z's. Replace the S with the Z.
How many Z's?
It is 2 Texas Rose Money. Yeah, it's 2 Z's. Like I said, I'm trying to make upbeat type of beats. So
Like fast paced, like bounce. Bounce.
Not bounce, but in a sense, maybe like Memphis type. Maybe Young Dog, Rocky Pad, Juicy J. I would like to produce a bounce beat for sure. I'm inspired by 504 Icy Girl, Zaza Land. Yeah, her album is definitely fire as fuck, and it's a bounce album. And I'm inspired. I'm definitely trying to make them type of beats. It is.
Yeah. Make that bitch work. You got some fire beats. You got talent for real.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for blessing my game and blessing a bunch of people's game.
I'm gonna play another beat.
Yeah, play that bit.
For sure. It's loading up fast as hell though.
Yeah.